great. Absolutely. I think it's, like the more that Justin Trudeau does for Canada, the greater the appeal of Canada.
Definitely.
The higher our public standing, I suppose.
And they have been here before, which is
they have.
So it would be nice to see
All right. Well, so we are.
We have a great show.
A fantastic show, and of course, up next, up first, and last and always is Natalie with Retro Heart. Back right after this.
The communities along the Ottawa and St. Lawrence rivers have a lot to offer. Along with being home to our nation's capital, you produce clean, renewable power. That's good for our environment and economy. Ontario Power Generation, proud to call your communities home.
A kayak's lightweight and narrow profile make them susceptible to upset, so an experienced paddler carries a paddle float. If you capsize, place your boat upwind. Using your leg to control the boat, remove the paddle float from where you stored it in a readily accessible location. Slip it onto one blade of your paddle and inflate it. Better paddle floats have 2 chambers for more stability. Once organized, flip the kayak upright and away from you so it'll take on less water. Facing aft, use the paddle float as an outrigger to stabilize your kayak. Put an ankle over the paddle shaft near the paddle float and pull yourself up, putting one leg into the cockpit followed by the other. Using the paddle float for support, turn around in the cockpit. Take some time to get situated and comfortable, then move your paddle forward and secure it for better balance. You can now start pumping the water out of your kayak before getting underway. For a more detailed review of using a paddle float, visit csbc.ca.
Welcome back to the show. Well, it is festival season, and that means lots and lots of live music all over the city. One of the sweetest sounds and sassiest sounds is going to be coming from Natalie L'amour.
I like that.
Roland Doucet. Hi, welcome to the show.
Hi.
So you guys are Retro Heart.
Yes, that's the show name we go under because it encompasses all the genre of music that we perform.
What is that?
Well, basically, it's a mix of jazz, blues, a little bit of country music, like old style, like Patsy Cline, but it just kind of blends it all, and it takes you on a retro journey.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So
Date
like
night.
the torch singers.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
It's perfect for date night. It's not booming loud. You can still hear yourself, but you're still getting some quality and not, a night out where you come home and you're like, oh my God, I'm deaf.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
And now, how did...
A lot of swing.
Yeah,
a lot of
and
swing.
swing
So-
too.
30 swing.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
A lot of dancing.
Hence the old car.
Nice. So tell us how this collaboration came about. How did the two of you meet and start
Well,
performing together?
actually last summer I made a commitment to start going to open mic nights to meet musicians, and to my surprise and delight, I met Roland Doucet. And we agreed to start working together, and we just gradually starting to go to different places like Live on Elgin, the Atomic Rooster, and we did the Canal Royal Oak
Right.
one night as
Very
well.
nice,
That was
very
awesome.
good.
It was beautiful.
I do swing, old swing. And
Yeah.
when she heard that, she said, Natalie's a great singer. She said, maybe we could play some tunes together.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So when you guys are singing together, I mean, it's a very specific era, a very specific time in music.
Yeah.
So what have you got in your head in terms of your inspiration? Who are you looking towards? You mentioned Patsy Cline, who's a great example.
I love to emulate the greats like Billie Holiday, Etta James, and I also, do some Frank Sinatra. And style-wise, I kind of try to emulate Dita Von Teese.
Right, of course.
And
who
also-
doesn't? Really?
Yeah,
I mean, let's be
exactly.
honest.
Yeah. Oh, I absolutely adore her. She's a lady boss.
She sure is.
She is.
She just performed in Sydney, actually. Some friends went to see her.
Yeah.
So you were
So my inspirations are guitar players, obviously.
Okay, of
One of
course.
the great ones was Charlie Christian.
Right.
Who played with Benny Goodman. Oh, here we go. Yeah, who played with Benny Goodman
Yes.
in the 30s.
Right.
And Lester Young, an amazing saxophone player. He always wore a pork pie hat.
Right.
And that's why you always
Right.
wear yours.
And I paid way too much for it.
He looks great in it too.
Well, make it to the big time and somebody will sponsor you.
Exactly.
Now, you were saying before the show that this is very special for you, and I wonder if you wouldn't mind explaining.
Not a problem. This is a pivotal point in my life right now because everything I've done for the past 20 years has led up to this, and also the amazing musicians that I've had the pleasure to work with that brought me to this level. And I'm so pleased to have them in my life. But my mom passed away in 2009, and she was always my biggest fan. And my father also paid for my music lessons and drove me, even though he was dog tired at night. Mm-hmm. And so this is a tribute to both of them. But she passed away in 2009, and I'm sorry she can't see this, but I know she's here with me, and I take her with me on this
That's
retro
very special.
journey.
That's
Yeah.
very special. So
It
you're
is.
playing tonight, or when's your
I'm
next show?
actually, the show is next Friday, and it's at the Avant-Garde Bar on 135.5 Bezra Street.
Yeah.
And show starts at 9, and we have 2 opening sets. Roland Doucet is going to open with his bluesy, jazzy swing
Very nice.
for 45 minutes, and then the incomparable John Allaire. John
Yes.
Allaire, yeah, he has shows around Ottawa at Quinn's Pub in the wintertime.
He's great. He
On
really is great.
Saturdays, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now he has new shows at the rooftop, the Cross rooftop pub and bar on Fridays and Saturdays.
Yeah.
And I've been there and had the pleasure to sing with him a few times.
Wonderful.
And he's just fabulous. Actually, I made this up just to kind of, I don't know if you can see it, but this is his photo that he wanted to use.
Yeah, well,
And that's his website.
That is definitely John Allaire, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, and he has a latest CD release called South of Solitude.
Well,
so you should check it out.
I go back with John 30
University?
years. 30
Yeah.
years, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
And he hasn't changed a bit.
Yeah, and this is the show on Friday. The show's called Vintage.
And people should not be afraid to head downtown. I mean, there
Absolutely
are
not.
ways to get around the
Oh
construction.
God,
and,
yeah.
Yes,
I drive
absolutely.
there all the time. I'm like a road cowboy.
That's the way you have
Get
to
in
be.
my
Be
Jeep
aggressive
and
and
go.
go.
Yeah.
Now,
exactly.
people can, just one more time before you're going to play for us, but where can people get tickets?
Oh, actually, no tickets needed. It's
Okay.
at the door. It's $10 or pay what you
Okay.
can if you're a student or
Yeah.
having a hard time. We
Okay.
understand. But we just want people in the seats, and we want people to enjoy and have a great
Can't
night.
ask for better people.
All right, we're going to
Yeah.
let you play it to the break. Thank you so much for being
Thank
on the
you.
show.
Thank you. This is God Bless the Child from Billie Holiday. It's one of my favorites, and it was my mom's favorite as well. Them that's God shall get, them that's not shall lose. So the Bible says, and it still is news. Oh, Mama may have and Papa may have, but God bless the child who's got his own, who's got his own. Yes, the strong gets marred while the weak ones fade. Empty pockets don't ever make the grade. Oh, Mama may have and Papa may have, but God bless the child who's got his own.
his arm. Money, you got lots of friends hanging round the door. When you're gone, the spending ends, oh, they don't come no more. Rich relations give crust of bread and such. You can help yourself, but don't take too much. Oh, Mama may have and Papa may have, but God bless the child who's got his
This program is brought to you by the Ottawa Sun. News with attitude.